Simon & Schuster Audio presents Heather Blazing by Colm Toibín. Read by Gerard Reynolds.
Part 1. Chapter 1. Eamon Redmond stood at the window looking down at the river, which was deep brown after days of rain. He watched the colour, the mixture of mud and water, and the small currents and pockets of movement within the flow. It was a Friday morning at the end of July. The traffic was heavy on the quays. Later, when the court had finished its sitting, he would come back again and look out once more at the watery grey light over the houses across the river, and wait for the stillness, when the cars and the lorries had disappeared and Dublin was quiet. He relished that walk through the forecourts, when the building was almost closed and everyone had gone and his car was the last in the judge's car park. That walk along the top corridor and down the centre stairway. Old stone, old wood, old echoes. He loved the privacy of it, his solitary presence in the vast public building whose function was over and done with for the day. Years back he would stop for a moment, as he had been instructed to do, and examine his car before he opened the door. Even though the car park was guarded, it would still be easy to pack explosives underneath. Often, as he turned the ignition, he was conscious that in 1 second the whole car could go, a ball of flame. He laughed to himself at the phrase as he stood at the window. A ball of flame. Now things were safer. Things were calm in the south. He went over to his desk and sifted through his papers to make sure that everything was in order for the court. He noticed, as he flicked through the pages of his judgment, that the handwriting, especially when he wrote something quickly, had become exactly the same as his father's, a set of round squiggles, indecipherable to most others. He gathered the papers together when his tipstaff told him that it was time. "I'm ready when you are," he said, as though the tipstaff were the one in charge. He put on his robe and his wig, pushing back some wisps of hair before walking out into the broad light of the corridor. He had learned over the years not to look at—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?